Storj. They want it to be pronounced storage, but I will never do that. Storj. So, decentralized physical infrastructure network. The whole premise is effectively cloud storage. And we are currently in a sort of year where we've really started seeing that become a discussion point. We see articles about DePIN all the time. I've literally just found one that was posted at the beginning of October on Cointelegraph, just breaking down what DePIN is. This could become a massive narrative, and if it does, DePIN coins are going to do very, very well. Storj being one of the oldest, could be one that has pretty nice gains. So I want to take a look at where this can go. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here and you don't know what the spreadsheet is, it shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. Now, in all the videos, I showed myself buying up these cryptos. They were coins that I thought were going to make me very, very good money. You can see what these coins were worth when I recorded my videos. You can also see the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half. And these are what your profits would have been if you'd popped $100 into these coins when I released the videos. And then if you just sold after around 15, 16 months, and your total profit in that time would have been over 123 grand. Now, the thing is, guys, is obviously you don't have a year and a half to sort your portfolios out. You don't even have a couple of months. We're in a bull cycle right now. It's the general election today in America. But once this is done, and, you know, probably take 3 days before the voting is all confirmed and a winner is announced. But once that is done, we should really be done with a lot of external variables affecting the markets, because this has been probably the biggest one. And these markets will start moving. If you're holding cryptos you're not confident in, it's time to get that sorted. Get onto copymycrypto.com. Have a look at what my members have earned. Read their testimonials. Watch the videos, see the successes we've had. It's all public record as well, so you can verify it all online. On the site, I share my portfolio with my members. Whenever I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, price I'm going to do it at. So my members get in and out of cryptos, same price as me. So they make the same profit. They just don't have any work to do. So read through the site. If you like what you see, verify it all, and then try out the service, guys. So Storj. Yes, they want to be known as Storj. They've been around for a while. You know, they launched midway through the 2017-2018 bull cycle. Did pretty well, to be fair. Got up to like $2.50. And it launched at around 50 cents. So pretty good gains. In the 2021 cycle, did even better. So on a long-term uptrend from peak to peak. Pronounced Storj. Pronounced as Storj now. Okay, that's changed recently. Opens, I'm still going to call it Storj. Like it. So it uses a decentralized network of nodes to host user data. Platform also secures hosted data using advanced encryption. There was a white paper published in 2014. And this was introduced as a concept. The plan was a peer-to-peer encrypted cloud storage platform. However, they updated the white paper, and it became a decentralized network that connects users who need cloud storage space with those who have hard drive space to sell. That was how it was described, and it was launched in 2018. So obviously people with hard drive space and good internet connectivity can participate in the network. They become a unit in the network called a node, and space providers are rewarded with the Storj tokens. All right. Founders, so Sean Wilkinson, along with John Quinn, are the two co-founders. Wilkinson was a software developer based in Atlanta. John Quinn worked with Sean Wilkinson in terms of publishing the first white paper. Quinn's background is business development, and prior to founding his own projects, he's been involved in the investment banking industry, and obviously they incorporated as a company, Storj Labs Inc. in May of 2015. They were able to raise 910 Bitcoin, which was worth around $460,000 back in 2014. Imagine if they just kept that. Oh, it'd be nice. It'd be worth, what, 68 million now? They then raised another 3 million in a seed funding round 3 years later, and then a token sale that generated 30 million. So they did very, very well in terms of earning, in terms of fundraising, especially back then as well. As I said, Storj fits the DePIN narrative. So This is just an article explaining from Cointelegraph from the beginning of last month, just explaining what DePIN is. It's actually pretty decent in terms of an explanation. Really, what I am intrigued by with regards to this is fundamentally, look, regarding it's interesting which projects I see. Well, when I read this, it does make me think maybe Cointelegraph have a position in Filecoin or Helium, because I've looked at Filecoin. I personally think it's a little overcomplicated compared to some of the other cloud storage platforms such as Storj, such as Siacoin. So yeah, whenever I see these, I always try and make note of which projects are being discussed in or highlighted by the companies that make these articles. Anyway, random tangent. So, right, decentralized storage. Part of the reason that this could be very, very, very valuable is, firstly, it is significantly cheaper than if you're using a centralized service. Like if you're using any of the Apple, Google, Microsoft, if you're using any of the main providers, you'll notice that the cost is huge comparative to DePIN. Also, with all of these, they, your Microsoft, your Google, your Apple, they have a single point of failure because they're a centralized service. And we've seen it in the past with hacks that ended up affecting, people worldwide. And if we were to see another hack of any of those networks, let's say, Google, Microsoft, Apple, any of them, right? I think we would see an enormous pump in these decentralized storage options like Storj, like Sia, like Filecoin, because they don't have a single point of failure. And again, if you were someone that did, let's say, get hacked, if Google got hacked, or again, Apple, Microsoft, doesn't really matter, what would you do? Other than panic and freak out and be stressed, you would probably look at, right, where can I move? Where should I start storing everything? Because these guys can't secure my data or my info. And all of a sudden, you would become more aware of the decentralized options out there. You become more, and you'd actually start thinking about it from a pricing perspective as well. Because imagine if you got hacked, spent a couple $100 or $100 a month on some storage, and all of a sudden you get hacked. You'd be like, well, now it's time to use a better server, a better service, even. Oh, I do hate these chatbots. Right. But even then, look, again, let's say you use the bare minimum amount, right? So even at the bare minimum, what you would probably find is you're still saving tons. I mean, comparatively, say you're storing up to 1 terabyte, but you're downloading nothing. $48 per year for Storj, versus Amazon Web Services, which is $276, Google, which is $276, and Azure, which is Microsoft's kind of hand, $221. Huge savings. And this is the thing, even just from a cost basis, why the hell wouldn't you try this? Obviously, this is more for people that are going to require the sort of needs of enormous storage, but it works for everyone. And fundamentally, I think DePIN is going to be a big narrative once again. I think there is immense amounts of evidence that DePIN right now is taking off. Helium in particular have obviously done a hell of a lot in launching mobile contracts, which people are using, people really like, and people are saving a ton of cash. If we start seeing more of these decentralized projects that actually just start getting in front of cameras. Like if Sean Wilkinson or John Quinn were to get in front of cameras at Bloomberg or somewhere and start talking about the benefits of using their system versus Azure, they would get a lot of people that would go, you know what, I'm going to move my stuff there. I'm going to save myself $180 a year. Or, you know, if I'm if I'm someone that requires huge amounts of data storage, you know, you're going to save thousands per year. So it only takes like one getting in front of the right camera for these to start bringing in investors. Storj has been on a uptrend from 2017 to 2021, you know, hitting pretty good heights. I actually think it can beat its previous highs. I think we can see Storj get to $4, which again doesn't put it as some astronomical market cap either. You know, it'll pop it a little over $1 billion, not tons. So you know, it's not going to be in the multiple billions, but $4 is very, very achievable. And again, if you're interested in getting exposure to it, you don't even necessarily need to buy it. If you've got a ton of spare hard drive space, you can just rent it out on Storj and be gifted and be rewarded in the token. But DePIN has actual use case. Every time people talk about crypto adoption, from my perspective, one of the best ways you're going to cause adoption in crypto is by giving actual use cases to real life people. That's what DePIN networks can do. So I do think this has got room to move. It's just going to depend on, can they get the exposure? Can they get in front of cameras? I think they can. I don't see why not, especially if there's a hack. I mean, if there's a hack, this could go to $10-20. Like a hack of a centralized Azure or a Google or Apple again could be massive. Like it could be massive. Obviously you don't want a hack, but something to be aware of, because if that does happen, these will pump because they can't have that single point of failure like Azure, for example. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Do you think this can do way more than just $4, or do you think I'm being generous and it's not even going to touch $4? Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we are in a bull cycle right now. If you're not confident in the cryptos that you own, then do something about it today. Get your portfolio sorted. It should be a #1 priority for everyone. If you go on to copymycrypto.com, on the site you will see what my members have earned. You can read their testimonials. You can watch the videos to see the successes we have had. It's all public record as well. On the site, I share my portfolio with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I will tell my members the coin that I'm going to buy or sell, the price I'm going to do it at. So my members can copy along exactly. So they'll make the exact same profit as me, except they don't have any work to do at all. And again, go onto the site, read through it all, verify it all. And if you like what you see, guys, try out the service before these markets start ripping, because they are going to rip. And probably after this election palaver is done with. So have a read through the site, and if you like what you see, I'll see you there, guys. That's it from me. Take care. Bye-bye.